So the first one is just, again, going back to that creating boundaries and making sure the family is aware of them. So with my own children, even though they are quite independent, what I will do is tell them at the beginning of the day, this is what my day looks like today. These are when I'm going to have breaks. So if you have questions about schoolwork or something, this is when I want you to prioritize coming and asking me. If it's urgent, then you can stand at the door and let me know, and I can see you and know if it's a time where I can come and help you. But most of the time, it's not urgent and I can't figure out this problem or I need help with this. So that has helped tremendously. And it also helps them just understand the expectations. We all want to know just what are the expectations. So it helps them know there are built in times during the day that I will be available, but the other times I just need you to hold tight until I am. And I've had some friends with younger children, they've used visual reminders. So I have a friend who's got a stop sign on her door. And when the stop sign's up, that means I'm working, you cannot come in. And then it flips and it's a green light, and that's when they can come in. So they know visually, even if they don't need them at that moment, they do know, oh, if it's green, I can go in. If it's red, I need to stop. And especially, like I said, for younger kids, anytime you can have that visual reminder is going to help so much. But also, when you're planning your schedule, if you do have kids at home, build in those breaks for yourself. That's one of the beautiful things about having schooling being done this way is that you do have some control over your schedule and what that's going to look like. So if you have young kids, definitely every couple of hours build in a break, whether it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, so that you can be available. And I wouldn't have it go, okay, after 5 hours, I'll be available, because sometimes, their school day is over at that time. So have those built-in breaks and that's where you can also communicate to them, I'm going to come check in with you at this time, this time, this time. And then they know as well that if something comes up, oh, she's going to be here soon. I know it's almost time. And also just creating those rules. So letting them know, communicating. And something else that some friends of mine have done that's been really helpful also. And again, I know this is not going to work for everybody, but if there are two adults in the home, then this is a lot easier because you can almost break up the day. So I have friends that say, I work 3 consecutive hours, and then my significant other is in charge for that period of time. And then we switch. And they've communicated that with their employers, and they've said, I get it. As long as you get your job done, I don't care. I know that might be harder for those of you providing services and therapy to have 3 hours, but even if you can say, this hour is mine and you're on duty for this hour, because then if they need something, they can come to you and I can focus on what I need to do. And that's again where you want to make sure the kids know and understand the expectations. And that's, again, what's helped for a kind of bit of a lifesaver for several of my friends. And the last one is just to give yourself, parents. Again, I see you, I hear you. This is so challenging for so many. I keep saying the layers they just never end. And it's a real challenge right now. And so please, one of the things that I have started doing with myself and has helped tremendously is just give yourself grace. So I make a list where I say, and I do this professionally and personally. So things that have to get done that day, things that I need to get done this week, and things that they don't have a certain timeline, but whenever I can get to them, great. And that has helped me because otherwise I'm just spinning and those things are all blending together. And when I write it down, I see, oh, okay, really, these are the things I have to get done today. So it's not all these other things. And that has helped me just decrease anxiety, feel like this is more manageable. And, so it's like, okay, if nobody has a clean pair of underwear left, laundry is a priority that day. That's today. But otherwise, sometime this week it can get done. Same with your professional life. If there's something that absolutely has to get done that day, or for example, if you say, I know I have 2 IPs next week, so I know sometime this week I need to get those done. And then again, every day I change that. So if I know, okay, and it feels so good to cross those things off. Let me tell you, that is just endorphin rush. And so if I have a manageable, these are the things I have to get done today, and then I can cross them off, it feels like a really big accomplishment. And then it doesn't feel like you have to conquer everything. So keep it simple. Manage your expectations of yourself and give yourself grace, because there's going to be things that you don't get done, and it's okay. And I have to remind myself too, none of this is life and death. None of it. It is all, nobody's going to lose a life over this. So just remind yourself that when it feels like the weight of the world is on you, and model calm for your children, even if you don't feel it. There's times where it's like, I know but I have to, it's okay. This is fine. Because then if I'm modeling that, they're able to have those same expectations of themselves. So that's just kind of my tips for you parents out there.